What's up, veggies? Welcome back. Today we are planting tulips. Tulips typically need to be planted in the fall. It is December 23rd and it is 60 degrees today, and I'm super excited about that. So I'm gonna put some in the ground that I wasn't able to get in the ground earlier this season. I've got a space over here where I pulled landscaping out when I moved into this house, and I haven't put anything back in there. I had sunflowers one season, and since then I haven't placed anything. So it's full of weeds, needs a lot of help, as you can see. I'm gonna put as many tulip bulbs in the ground in that one spot as possible. Couple things to know about tulips, especially in my area. I live in zone 7A, and in zones that are this warm, tulips oftentimes struggle because tulips need an that's it, I said it right. Tulips need an invernalization period. They need a time to winterize in the soil. It has to be cold in order for them to bloom properly. Now, I've had tulips here in my garden in the past, and they've come up all right. We've had some mixed results, but to get the tulips to naturalize is usually a lot of work in my zone, just because it's not cold enough, frankly. You know, they're native to Northern Europe. So anyways, we are gonna put some down. If I can get some blooms next March or April, I'm gonna be really happy about that. I don't expect them to live beyond that. But since I got these bulbs on sale, I'm gonna plant these bulbs. You know what I mean? And if you look over here to the right, you can see I've got my ornamental cabbage and Dusty Miller and some mums that need to be trimmed back. This is all pretty much done, but they were still looking good when I pulled them out of the fall pots. Look at that Dusty Miller. Still looking all right for the 23rd of December. So when I plant tulip bulbs, I always want to make sure I plant the bottom of the bulb. That's the part that's the fattest and sometimes even has some root growth when I receive them in a bag. That's what I'm going to put down at the very bottom, like we do with garlic or we do with an onion set. That's the part that's what am I saying? That's the part that sprouts roots. So that's going to go down in the bottom, and then the pointy part, that's where the stem is going to come out. That's where the leaf growth is going to come out. So that's going to be at the top. So I always want to make sure I plant them that. The package I have here for these variety of tulips says about 5 inches deep, which makes sense to me. I've got some really tough clay soil over here, so I don't have high expectations for these tulips. If I get half of them to bloom this spring, I think that's gonna look really nice, and it's gonna fill that space for at least a month or so while I decide what I want to put in there long term. Thanks guys for joining, and I will give you an update when these guys sprout in the spring. Thanks.